A very warm welcome to Jain University, Ms. Anupama Hoskere. You're a very well-known name in puppetry tradition, and people all over have looked at you as a person who can blend tradition and modernity. My question for you is, ma'am, how exactly do you view this tradition of puppetry in connection with a Puranic tale?
Puppetry is a method of storytelling which also has the visual medium. We have animation today and we have the electronic media which is doing this job to a great extent. So what is the significance and position of puppetry as far as society goes, and the Puranas are there. Now it is live, it bonds better with society, and today when time is a constraint and spending time and learning life is an issue, puppetry would play a major role. And secondly, as far as representing our Puranas is concerned, puppetry is made for that. Because in our Puranas we have tales which are surreal, we have suggestions, and we have layering of stories. And sometimes for other medium like theatre or dance, to depict this would be a challenge, while in puppetry it is aligned, because we can have people floating, we can have people flying, we can have stylization, etherealism, and it can become larger than life considering the fact that they start out as miniature.
What was the reason for choosing Ashtavakra episode in a national seminar which is titled as Intellectual Traditions of Ancient India? What connection did you actually find between this episode and the intellectual traditions of ancient India? Can you highlight on this?
The story of Ashtavakra which we have chosen is from the Vanaparva of the Mahabharata. It is set in the Upanishadic times because we have Uddalaka Maharshi, who is the seer of the Chandogya Upanishad, as one of the characters there. Ashtavakra is his grandson, daughter's son. Now we think that great rishis were not having the problems we did, so they could go through life in a different manner. So very untrue. We see that as of today, they faced a situation of if I have to put it in today's terms, a physically challenged child and a single mother. When the body has failed, when circumstances and the material world is negative as far as the life goes, we have Maharshi Uddalaka who talks about nurturing the intellect of the child. So when something goes down, something else can excel, and we see it even in today's life. So for this seminar, I thought this was very appropriate, because there is also a debate in the court of King Janaka between Ashtavakra and Vandi, a young scholar, where they refuse to acknowledge him considering his age. But then age, circumstances and background is no bar for excellence. And we see the intellect of Ashtavakra flower here. We also have a depiction of Kalidasa's Vasanta Ritu. India is much influenced, every art form in India is much influenced by the works of Kalidasa. So we have brought that also into this show, and that is doubly appropriate for today's session.
Well, I am really enamored when you said that a person can overcome a deficiency through any other quality that he possesses. At the end of the story, we get to know that the river in which he took a dip and his limbs straightened was called Samanga. Do you think the name bears significance?
Everything here is significant. See, there is a direct approach which does not challenge the intelligent mind, which becomes boring to a mind whose IQ would be whatever. And then now when there is subtleties, when you go through a journey of discovering life, and you understand at different ages. See, for a little child, Samanga may be just a name. For a youth, maybe is not even significant. But as you mature in life, you understand. Yeah, you need the balance, because for the status of Ashtavakra, where he is disabled, and for him to attain this equanimity of body and mind, yes, it is significant.
Do you think such shows will have significance in conveying message to the youth of today? Because I find there is a large gap, maybe because of the upbringing at home, or because of the peer pressure, or because of the outside atmosphere. Our youth are not intuited into the rich cultural heritage of India. So maybe such shows would kindle their interest towards this. What do you say for this?
The design of arts in our heritage is very smartly done. I would say there is always the sugar coating on the pill. When we perform or when we design a show, we are not particularly looking to promote anything other than entertain. This is what the Natya Shastra says, that the primary duty of a performer would be to entertain the audience. Given that is our primary, we look at the stories which lend themselves out for a rasanubhava. For an artist, when I design something or I choose a story, if there is no rasa, I am not interested in investing time, money and energies into this process. But rasa alone is not a standalone. If I pick up, this will also answer your first question about Puranas and puppetry. See, when the Mahapuranas are touched, they are designed and written in such a fantastic manner that they will bring home the eternal values. Life is a challenge, tools are required. To hand out tools as norms, maybe in just a dry value education class, will not reach the audience, the youth that it needs to reach. But then if you do the same thing through entertainment, in a way that they themselves will understand and remember forever. See, this is one thing I have realized: when puppetry is witnessed by an audience, they remember forever. And in this manner, yes, it promotes our culture and heritage and the value systems, which is much required for an efficient life and a successful life.
The theme that you have chosen is very appropriate, madam, in the context of a scientific message as well as a social message. We are looking forward for the show. Thank you very much.